Conversation Practice, Unit 19A. A walk around the zoo.
Listen and practice.
How many tickets would you like?
I would like 2 adult tickets and 3 children ones.
Okay. The adult tickets cost $5 each, and the children cost $3.
So that'll be $19, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children, get your tickets and remember not to go too far. We'll meet here at the front door at 5 o'clock sharp.
So this is the zoo that was broken into last weekend?
When?
Last weekend, don't you remember? We heard that on Monday news.
Oh, was it?
Well, at least it looks like it.
Look! Those birds are fighting. They're biting each other.
No, honey, they aren't fighting. That's how animals play around. Maybe they were bored or they wanted to have a little fun.
If that's the way they play, imagine how they fight.
Yeah, I know. Wow, have you seen those lions? I don't even want to think about what would happen if one of us falls from here.
Stop talking nonsense.
It's not nonsense. Last year when we came to the zoo, I saw a man who fell in that cage. You can't imagine the end of the story.
Ah, really? And where was I? I didn't see that happen. You're telling me that a man fell on a lion's cage and you don't want me to get worried about my children? You must be kidding. What kind of mother do you think I am?
Calm yourself, honey. Nothing would happen to them. Look, there are the kids. I told you they were near the elephants.
Oh, I see them. But what are they doing?
They're making fun of the elephants. You know how Mike, James, and Lydia are.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to them.
Okay. Reading comprehension. AIDS. Conversation Practice, Unit 20A. At the beach.
Listen and practice.
Where's all my soul?
Mark, this is Stephanie. Have you seen outside your window? It's very sunny, and I was wondering if you wanted to go to the beach?
But I just woke up.
Don't be lazy. It's already noon. Are you going or not?
Maybe.
Are you picking me up?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. I'll be waiting at 12:30.
Girl, one of these days I'm going to kill you.
Let's hope that day never comes.
I'll be there in half an hour, but I'll just honk.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Whoa, spectacular. This beach is really amazing. Where do you want to sit?
Let's stay here. This is a nice place to stay.
Well, yeah, I think so too. At least they have a good restaurant near here. Excuse me, sir, ma'am. Do you want anything to drink?
What do you have?
We have beer and soda.
What kind of beer?
We have light and classic.
I want a light one.
Would Budweiser be fine?
Sure. And you, Steph?
I like a Coke with lots of ice, please. Okay, ma'am. It's getting very hot, and the waitress hasn't brought any of the drinks yet.
I'll go and get her.
Fast, please.
Yeah, sure.
Reading comprehension. Smoking.
Smoking most commonly refers to the practice of inhaling smoke from the burning tobacco in a pipe, cigar, or cigarette. American Indians smoked pipes, and European explorers had introduced the practice into the Old World by the early 16th century. Controversy over the health effects of smoking has existed since that time. Cigarette smoke consists of more than 4,700 compounds, 43 of which are carcinogens, such as tar. Nicotine, a poisonous alkaloid, is considered the addicting agent that makes quitting smoking so difficult. By the early 1960s, numerous clinical and laboratory studies on smoking and disease had been made. In 1964, a committee appointed by the Surgeon General of the U.S. Public Health Service issued a report based on the critical review of previous studies on the effects of smoking. The report concluded that most lung cancer deaths are caused by cigarette smoking, which was also responsible for many deaths and disabilities from illnesses such as chronic bronchitis, emphysema, and cardiovascular disease. One recent study estimated that 400,000 Americans die each year from breathing their own smoke. Pregnant women who smoke may harm the fetus. A 1984 report by the service suggested that passive inhalation of smoke by non-smokers could be harmful. Considered controversial at the time, Other studies have since confirmed these charges. Some experts estimate that passive smoke kills as many as 50,000 Americans a year, and it is the third leading preventable cause of death behind smoking and alcohol. Reports released in 1992 implicated passive smoke in both lung and heart problems of non-smokers and found that children are particularly sensitive to passive smoke. Since 1964, health warnings have been mandated on tobacco advertising, and the use of such advertising has been restricted. Most states in the United States have also passed laws to control smoking in public places such as restaurants and workplaces where non-smoking areas may be required. U.S. airlines have prohibited smoking on flights lasting 6 hours or less. Among the military, the U.S. Army has been particularly strict in imposing smoking restrictions. The tobacco industry and many smokers regard anti-smoking measures as harassment, whereas many non-smokers defend the measures on the grounds that the government has a duty to discourage unhealthful practices, that the public funds in one form or another become involved in treating diseases caused by smoking, and that smokers pollute the air for non-smokers.